give it up. So I give it up, no cap. No cap, I always give it up, man. Vegas night, Boston Celtics. Big day tonight, baby, Memorial Day. Salute to everybody on Memorial Day, man. Let this rock here. Shout out to everybody, man. I'm not individualizing nothing tonight, man. That's on Friday, man. Today I just go shout out to everybody, man. Yeah, let's get it popping, man. What's up to everybody on this beautiful Memorial Day? I gotta touch up. Before I start the NBA Eastern Conference, I definitely got to tap in with the Golden Knights that represent Las Vegas, where I'm from. They got Game 6 at Dallas. Dallas is trying to do what the Celtics are doing right now. Make history, down 3-0, trying to win 4 in a row. Boston's 1 game away at home from creating history. And the Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars. Stars need 2 games. They play Game 6 at home at Dallas. Then they got to win Game 7 at the T-Mobile, which I think that's going to be close to incredible. But they won the last 2, and I didn't think they was going to win Game 5 at the T-Mobile, and they pulled it out. So anything's possible. Gold Knights go 3-2 lead. Hopefully the Golden Knights close it up today at Dallas. Close it out, Golden Knights. Now let's go to the NBA Eastern Conference. Game 7 at Boston as the Heat and Celtics knotted up at 3 games apiece. Heat winning the first 3 games, 123, 116, 111, 105, and 128, 102. And then the Celtics took the last 3, 116, 99, 110, 97, and 104, 103 in that dramatic Game 6 that I don't even know how the Heat was in that game. Jimmy Buckets had a horrible 3.5 quarters. They was limping. Martin was hurt. Vincent wasn't 100%. Boston had like a 10-point lead late, almost surrendered it. As a matter of fact, they did surrender it and won the game with .1 on a Derek White, offensive rebound. I'm not going to say tap in, but put in with .1 seconds. Now, that's kind of funny because, I gave out Boston in 7, but, the facts are the facts. It was 2.5 seconds. And it was funny how they moved it to 3, right? Now, when you seen the replay, it should have been no more than 2.6. I mean, I looked at it over and over again. Now, I'm not saying Boston won via cheating. I'm just saying referees fucked that up for the Heat, because if you think about it, there's no putback if there was only 2.6. There's no way in the world. Because with 3 seconds, they scored with .1. So if you had .6, time would have had expired. So I'm just saying that's the way you got to look at it. If you Miami, I'm happy. I put my guns up. I said Boston in 7, me and Big Dog, when they were down 2-0. No excuses now. I'm not going to say we, but I'm going to say we because we gave out Boston. When we went down 3-0 and I seen Boston quit, I told Big Dog that it was going to be a quick series. I think they'll probably sweep them no longer than 5. When Boston won, Game 4 at Miami, we kind of knew they were going to win Game 5. You know what I'm saying? But what I didn't know is that Boston was going to get out of South Beach in Game 6. Now, Big Dog liked it up to continue the series. I thought Jimmy B and them would have closed it out. And if Jimmy B would have did anything in the first half, anything, and I think he scored like 7 points. If he would have had Tatum hit 25 in the first half, hit 6 in the second half, Buckets hit 8 in the first half or 9, and then ended up with 24. So he scored 15 in the second half, which were all late by the 4th quarter. So as bad as Bucket's been playing, I even got at him. There's no way, you're an up-and-coming super-duper star. You can lay down like that. Even though Tatum laid out a few games, but Tatum came back. Buckets, if he doesn't show out tonight, and he played like he did the last 2 games, or 2 and 3-quarter games, because he played like the last 5 minutes, the last game, where he was the Jimmy Buckets we accustomed to seeing, then this could go down to the wire, man. This series been real funny. Let me move on real quick. Like I said, I told my dogs after 3-zip, because y'all know I keep it 100. I said there's no way Boston's gonna come back. When they won that one game, Big Dog hit me up. Yo, Al, they gonna come back. It's gonna be like the Yankees. So we was feeling that. But the next morning when I woke up, I put Get Up. I put Colin Coward. I read some shit on Twitter. Everybody and their mother was talking the same shit. Oh, they gonna come back from 3-1. You gonna see they gonna make history. So I'm one of those cats. Though I gave out Boston in 7, I don't buy into where everybody likes shit. Like, I don't want to be with 1,000 people like one side and 2 like the other side. I'd rather rock with the 2. There's reasoning for that. You live in Vegas, you find out why I'm like that. You don't live in Vegas, then you might be a little confused now. Like, why would you want to rock with population? Now, I'd rather be against the population. That's how I started making money in Vegas. When I was with the population, I wasn't making money. When I went against the population is when I was making money, because that's how the books make money. But I'm going to tell you right now, Boston is set up to win the series. They came all the way back, won 3 games in a row, a dramatic game 6. Now you home 7.5 point favorite. Now this is the thing I'm worrying about, and I want y'all to think about. Every time Boston has it in their favor where they should win is when they don't win. They did that with Atlanta, 14-point favorite. I think they lost 2 games at home against Atlanta. Big favorites. Same thing with the Sixers. Big favorites. When they backs against the wall, Boston shows out. Now, you can take this either way. You can go by what you've been seeing, how Boston been folding when the pressure's on them, though they closed out the Sixers in Game 7. But every other game where it was their way, big favorites home, they were losing those games. Now, my thing is, do they win Game 7 like they did Game 7 against the Sixers? Well, I gave out Boston to win the series. I would like that. I'll be 2-zip in both series. I gave out Denver in 6, they won in 4, and I gave out Boston in 7, and they might win in 7. Because I was saying this ain't going to be an easy series, and I was right so far. Now, the way the games went were crazy. I didn't think Miami was going to go up 3-zip. I didn't think Boston was going to come back from 3-zip. No, I'm not going to give myself credit for that. But I will give myself credit for calling it at the beginning, and that's all that matters. I didn't go on live and change my bet or hedge my bet. I said I'm going to bang out, and I'm going to run with my guns. My guns was Boston in 7. But there's something about this 7th game that's hitting me a little different than the 6th game. I don't know why. I'm not hedging out. Boston should win this game. No questions asked. You came this far. You got to close them at home. You cannot keep losing at home. But Miami looked like themselves the last 5 minutes, how they haven't looked the last 3 games. Think about that. If they could bring that last 5 minutes into Game 7, anything's possible. Anything's possible. I'm telling you right now, it ain't going to be no 15-point win like they won the other day. In Game 5. It ain't going to be like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami upped the whole game. But that's what Boston kind of want, because when like I said, they played better when their backs against the wall. Now, if Boston's up the whole game, they stay up 7, 8, 10, then they up 6, last quarter, then you got a lot to worry about, because they've been fucking up under those conditions. They've been really fucking up, giving it up under those conditions. But if they down for some reason, they just, the way they play, the way they react, the way they got each other's back, it's just different. And this is why this game 7, it's so unpredictable. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics blow them. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami went out right. I'm keeping it 100. But let me give y'all statistics, and then I'm going to close it out real fast. Okay, I kind of went through all this here. Okay, both teams can make history tonight. No, not really. Miami could prevent history, and Boston can make history. The only team to come back from a 3-0 lead in the conference finals to come back and win. Last time that was done was the New York Yankees against the Red Sox, but the Yankees were up 3-0, and the Red Sox came and won the last 4 in a row, which is Boston here again. And not for nothing, I remember they showed a picture of A-Rod and Jeter when the Celtics were down 3-0, and a lot of people saying that's what woke up the ghosts. I mean, yo, listen, all I know is if Boston makes this history happen, I'm going to allude to that as being one of the reasons, just one of the reasons why the Celtics came back and made history. But let me give you some numbers. Tatum's averaging 27, 10, and 5. Jaylen Brown, 19, 6, and 3. Smart, 14, 4, and 5. Derek White, 14, 3, and 2. Williams the third, 10, and 5. Now for the Heat, Butler, 24, 8, and 6. Caleb Martin, 18, 6, and 2. Adebayo, 15, 9, and 4. Vincent, 17, 2, and 2. And then you got Duncan Robinson, 12, 2, and 3. And Struss is averaging 10. This should be a real good game. I'm hoping that a series like this, where the underdog, 7th seed, won the first 3 games. 2nd seed came back, won the last 3 games. Now we got a game 7. And I'm hoping that it's everything that this series is. But the thing about this series has been very unpredictable until the last, 3 games, but everybody's saying that Boston's going to make the comeback. But what's going to make that unpredictable is if Miami win tonight, then that fucks up that whole theory. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I'm worried about as me giving out the Celtics in 7 is that it looks too, how can I say it, like, it looks wrapped up, man. It looks like a gift wrapped up. Because once they won that 1 game, they handled their business the next 3. They handled their business. 1 real close game, game 6, but they were dominating that whole game. Then they let Miami come back and almost sneak that game. And that would have been a fucked up way to lose if you were the Celtics. You do all that hard work and you just gave away game 6 because you dominated game 6 from top to bottom. They said Miami didn't have a lead, if I'm correct, since it was like 11-9 before they had that lead late by 3 points when Jimmy Butler had that attempted 3 that I thought everybody thought it was a 2, but it was the 3. And then they had 2.5 seconds and they moved it up to 3 seconds. I mean, what a game. Smart's 3 looked money, or whatever it was, 2 or 3. It looked money. It rolled out. Derek White, who's been playing unbelievable for the Boston Celtics. This is why they at where they at, because players like White stepping up, because Hartford ain't stepping up. Smart's maintaining. Brogdon's playing, they saying, with a really bad right arm. They said he might need surgery. That's why Brogdon ain't really doing more. Because you got to give them like A for effort just for being out there, because half the people in the league probably will not suit up with that injury that Brogdon got. But me personally, you put him in early to eat minutes, you don't play him the second half. You just have him eat minutes where nobody get in foul trouble. You know what I mean? But then second half, you need your guys healthy out there. You need you guys who can put the ball through the hoop. So if you the young coach in the Celtics, you play him early, you get him out late. You put the guys that can put the ball through the hoop. Game 7 at Boston. I'm going to stick to my guns. Let me just keep it 100. I'm going to stick to my guns. I think the Celtics are going to pull it out. And if they do, they are going to create history. And with that, I got to rock this for y'all right here, baby. They're going to be going crazy in Boston tonight, baby. Especially if they win. If they win, the crowd's going to lose their fucking mind. Al York Sports, big dog, we gave out Boston in 7. All they got to do is win the fucking game. If they don't, then they choke. Bottom line, hold your head. Al York Sports, love y'all. See y'all Friday on open sessions and giveaways, y'all. 100.